Alright, for the next step, you're going to need your circle folded into your 8 sections, a regular pencil, and a popsicle stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work in one section of my circle, and I'm folding it, so I'm just looking at one section. You don't have to. It's just important you don't draw lines or shapes into the others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use lines and shapes to break up this space, and what you do is going to be transferred to the rest of your circle. So it's not going to look like this. This is actually just a very small piece of your design. You want to break it up so it's not too large, because you're going to have to color this in, and large areas are hard to keep nice and neat. You also don't want teeny tiny sections because you won't be able to finish. So I've broken mine up into medium-sized sections, nothing smaller than a Skittle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my circle. So there's my one small piece, and I'm going to take my regular pencil and I'm going to darken these lines so they're all nice and bold. That will make transferring these to my other sections much easier. So I'm using a fair amount of pressure on my pencil, and you'll see my lines are getting much darker. And what I'm doing is I'm actually just leaving a lot of this graphite on the paper so I can move that graphite around my circle. And you want to take your time because whatever you draw is going to be transferred. So if I'm happy with this, now I'm going to start transferring. So I need to take this and fold it so it's touching the one next to it. So either this one or this one, it's up to you. So I'm going to crease it. Now my original crease didn't go this way, so I have to recrease the opposite direction. I'm going to take my popsicle stick, and on the back side of my design, I'm going to start, this is called burnishing, but I'm using the edge of my popsicle stick to scrape, add pressure, add heat to the back side of my design. And what you'll see in a second is that it's moving my design over, and it is making it completely symmetrical between those two. So there's no guesswork as to where my lines go. I know. So then I will darken this. And if you don't see where a line goes, don't guess. Just fold it back over and burnish these sections that didn't transfer quite right the first time. And some sections will take more burnishing than others. The darker your lines are, the easier it is to transfer things over. So now I have 2 sections done. What I'm going to do next is move both of these to the 2 next to it. So I'm going to fold it over in half here, burnish both of these sections because they both have designs. And when you burnish, you want to be careful not to get the edges a lot because your paper will start to tear. This is just a rough draft paper, so it's okay if it tears. It just makes your job a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to see where I need more burnishing, and I can tell right here I need quite a bit more. And you'll see as I go how that one design starts evolving into something much different. Let's check that out. Looks like this top line needs a little bit more. Okay. So next, again, I just darken what I see. There's no guesswork. already I have half of my circle done. So the next part of this step is just to fold this half to the last half and burnish all of my designs. So this entire half I'm going to move over to the blank side. I know I had trouble the last time on this outside line, so I'm going to pay extra close attention